All right. Welcome again to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much for joining me, people. Thoroughly appreciate you guys turning up today. For this, what's happening here. No. All right. So, first of all, let me do a good introduction. So, thank you very much for welcome to, for joining MG's for joining me today or tuning in today MG Sports TV. Really appreciate it, guys. As you guys, don't forget to support our sponsors at Top Sports. So, I got a confirmation of how the structure of the ISSA competition set up. I'm gonna show you guys something. I don't want this to be just long and drawn out. I'm going to show you guys exactly why I'm here, what I'm here to discuss. I do believe it's important that we discuss these topics. Reason being, these topics are what we highlight in football in Jamaica. And for sure, I am one person who don't understand certain aspects. Maybe me not know, and maybe I'm blind to the fact or something like that. So let me jump over to Facebook. So let me see if I can find. More than likely, it's in this group. Let me see if I think the fixtures should be in this group. No, it's not in the group. It's not in the group. Let me see if. I'm sure I saw it. No, I'm sure I saw it somewhere. Alright, so since it's not there, let me just drop a quick update. Let me just drop a quick update to the people and show it to you guys. And crop the picture. All right. All right. So I just drop it because it seems like no one had it on their page. So I drop it on mine. All right. So let me zoom in on it. It's a bit blurry. It's a bit blurry, people. It's kind of blurry. My apologies on that. It's kind of blurry, but there's something that I want to show you guys. All right, no. So this is the latest ISSA update in regards to the Champions Cup, and the reason I'm going to the reason I'm showing this to you guys is I want you to look. The Champions Cup is slated to draw. Schedule is subjected to change by organizers. So let's bear that in mind. So this is the Champions Cup drive. Stats versus Jamaica College. Clarendon College versus Kingston College. Stats versus JC, 4 p.m. Clarendon College versus Kingston College, 6:15 p.m. on Saturday, November 26th. Now, for those who don't know, let me show you guys. Let me go over to my page. Let me show you guys how it was structured initially. Let me show you guys the structure, the initial structure. This here, this as you guys can see, was the initial structure. So I want you guys to identify. I want you guys to identify this to me. Which one of these structures something is wrong with? So initially, CC was going to play against Stats. Initially, CC versus Stats. That's the initial state. CC versus Stats. If CC defeated Mona and Stats defeated Manchester, both winners of the said games would have played against each other, JC defeated Mannings. JC would have advanced to the semifinals. KC defeated Central. KC would have advanced to the semifinals. So it'd be KC versus JC in the semifinals. CC versus Stats in the semifinals. And winners of both games would have advanced to the finals. Now, let's track back. So what we have today coming out is that KC will be playing against Stats and against CC. So how does that structure work? Wouldn't that mean, you know what, since this is my thing, I'm going to show you what was done on ISSA. Let me see if I can find the ISSA page. More than likely are. So let's go over to ISSA. So let's go over to ISSA. So this is the ISSA one. So we don't want to confuse anyone with mine. Alright, so they're saying they have the seeded teams of each competition on the same side. Why I said that? KC, JC taught their group, they're on one side. Remember, you have to remember, say. You have to remember this, right? That Manchester taught their group. CC taught their group. Mona taught their group. JC taught their group. Two teams never taught their group. That's Mannings and Central. That's Mannings and Central. So in this, even if they said they made the mistake in the first part of it, why wasn't it sorted out from the initial stage? Why was it sorted out from the quarterfinals? So if that is the case, that means that KC shouldn't have been playing Central. If that is the case, KC shouldn't be playing Central. KC shouldn't have played Mannings. If I say you want to look on it. Manchester taught their group, CC taught their group, and they're on the same side. Listen. Mona play against a second place team. See, Mona taught their group. Mona going it as one of the not Mona. My apologies. Clarendon College played against Mona. CC played against Mona. CC topped their groups, so they get one and second place them. JC topped their group, they get one of the second place them. Stats came second. Stats get one of the first place, which is Manchester. KC win their group, then get one of the second place them. Stats came second no, and they get one of the first place. It is mixed. How more you want it mixed? And Nicholas Spoil, how more you want it mixed? First versus second. Right across the board, it is first versus second. Every match, look at the matchups. I want you to look at the matchups. Alright, so Nicholas said, no man, there's nothing wrong with the draw. They are both seated on the same side. But both seeded man and Dakasa Cup team up on the same side as well. Nicholas Powell, both Mannings both Manchester who won their game, who top their zone, what I say when I see the team them, because them go through tapping their zone, and Clarendon College who go through tapping their zone, they're on the same side as well. It is perfectly right. It is perfectly correct. There's no need to change anything. There is no need to change anything right there. None. KC and JC they're on the same side. Yes. KC tap them zone. JC tap them zone. So we are. So wait till are. All right, fine. Fine, Nicholas Paul. Let's say that still shouldn't happen. What should have happened then, Nicholas Paul? Tell me where you think should have happened. Correct us. I want you to correct us. What should have happened? Yes, we are talking about quarterfinal. All right, so this is the quarterfinals. Remember, so this is the quarterfinals, right? We have CC versus Mona, first versus second. We have JC versus Mannings, first versus second. We have KC versus Central, first versus second. We have Manchester versus Stats, first versus second. So it's a case in which at no point in because of semifinals, JC and KC can't meet in the semifinals, or CC and Manchester cannot meet in semifinals. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. If you mix any other way, it can structure as it can be structured so that a two Manning Cup team go finals or two Dakar Cup teams go finals. They might try structure it so that you have one Dakar Cup team, a strong Dakar Cup team on the next side and a strong Manning Cup team on the next side. So you can have the possibility of a top Dakar Cup team versus a top Manning Cup team. Even it doesn't matter where in the competition. It was a draw. It was a draw. It was a draw. Football that journey said they are behaving like you, MG. How? Tell me how, no? Tell me how, please. Tell me how, please. I am having problem with all of a sudden the structure of the table change up. And I want to know why. I want to know what's the reason for that. So if they are behaving like me, tell me what they are doing. Tell me what. Oh, are they behaving biased? Listen, I remember, you know, I'm an analyst. I do have the right to have some level of biasness. I'm also a fan. I do have the right to have some level of biasness. But guess what? The competition should not be structured. The competition should not be structured based off bias. Listen, football dad. I am a fan. I'm also an analyst. I'm also a fan and analyst. So I can be wrong. I can be biased. I do have that. You ever watch ESPN and hear Stephen Nicole talk about Liverpool? And if them the man can bias, a little me enough, you have no bias at all. What are you saying? All right, football that journey. If you think so, nothing is wrong with that. At the end of the day, if me can flip-flop, if me can bias, the organizers of the competition should not. It is like saying you structure the Champions League, you structure the World Cup for one team win it. As a sports government, no, man, no. Not at this level of competition. No, you cannot do that. Teams must win their game to go finals. I strongly believe that. Win your games to go finals. Don't structure nothing for the betterment of no team. No team should have an easy route. Every team must have it. So this to me is very, very concerning in regards to the integrity of the sports. The Manning Cup, no, it's playing tomorrow. The Manning Cup semi-final is playing tomorrow. If them not change it before. So you're saying that after the competition they realize they do something wrong? Come out with a statement before you drop that. Yes, people. So for those who are coming in, the table is structured so that in the semi-finals, this is how the table is structured. Initially, the table is structured that in the semi-finals, if JC beat Mannings, they would have gone to the semi-finals. If KC beat Central, they would have gone to the semi-finals, and you'd have had a semi-final of a JC versus KC. On the next side, whoever win between Stats Mona and CC, and also whoever win between Stats and Manchester. It would have been that, and those teams. So, initially, it should have been Mona CC versus Stats for the semi-finals of the Champions Cup, and JC versus KC for the semi-finals of the Champions Cup. And those teams play to go to finals. Now, big change now. Big change. KC a play CC and JC a play against Stats. Why? How? Think about it. I want you to think about it now. I want you to think about this. Nicole, may I drop the number in the comment section? Because me have a big question for drop. How? If it was wrong from the want to listen to this keenly now. If it was wrong from the first aspect of the quarterfinals, there's no way you're gonna have JC and Stats from the same group in the same position. You cannot have that. You cannot have JC. Nicholas Paul, call in. Just drop the number. I wanted to call in. I want you to call in. You have more idea. You have more understanding of the competition. I want you to call in and enlighten me. I would love for you to call in and enlighten me. I love for you to call in and enlighten me. No, this is what's going to happen. In the Champions Cup, in the semi-finals, you're going to have JC versus Stats. Two teams that are coming from the same group in the Manning Cup. They are coming from the same group in the Manning Cup. Nicole, hold on. Nobody calling it. Yes, you can call in on WhatsApp or even straight call. Nobody no calling. I'm waiting on Nicholas Paul because since we started, he's the one who's defending it. He's the one who's defending the action. He's the one who's defending the structure. So he might know a lot more about the structure. So I want someone to break it down for me. You can call in either WhatsApp or even straight call. Father Dan said, so what if KC versus CC? It's a good matchup. No, it's not the matchup. It's not the matchup is the problem. That's not the problem. The problem is the integrity of the competition. You cannot change the structure of the competition a day after the quarterfinals play. It has nothing to do with KC versus JC versus CC. Nothing at all. Nothing to that. It's the integrity of the competition. You must retain the integrity of the competition. Something that people can believe in, that yes, things are doing good. And yes, it's structured like that. If the schools were notified, I would understand. But the question also arises, did they notify the school? Was there a press release coming out to give us a general understanding of what happened or why this is done so? As Nicholas Paul said, it done bad. Nicholas Paul, I'm gonna call in, my bro. Yeah, if anything, call in, please, man. You have the information. You know what is happening. Call in, please, my brother. Call in, man. Me need to know what happened. Come, call in and enlighten us, please, my brother, please. And you me a weapon right now. People may beg you. Nobody no call in yet until after Nicholas Paul call in. Please, my beggar. Gamebird said them no want KC and JC meet in no semi, only final potentially. That don't make no sense. Alright, so maybe we'll have Nicholas Paul. Maybe a Nicholas Paul is. Morning caller. Is this Nicholas Paul?
Hello.
Nicholas Paul? Alright. Why explain it? Why explain structure to me, please?
Alright. I mean, first of all, morning everybody.
Yeah, man. Bless up morning,
Like
man.
necessarily a professional or analyst or something like that, but I mean, I'm a football fan, Manning Cup, and everything. Alright. So initially when I saw the structure, yeah, nothing wrong with the draw. You know, the first set of games, nothing wrong with that. Them draw it, whosoever play whosoever, right? But what them do, them put two-seeded Manning Cup team on one side of the bracket.
Alright. What more you do? More your face. Explain to the viewers them what you mean by seeded.
Alright, seeded meaning the team, the Manning Cup team them and the D Cup team them will top them quarterfinal zone.
Good. Understood.
They have JC and KC, two-seeded Manning Cup teams.
And the same bracket.
And then you have and then what do they have?
Manchester and
CC
CC on the same bracket.
and C. Yeah. But two of them need on the same side.
Alright, so may I ask you a question now? How else would you put it?
Alright, that's the bracket now, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the draw them, you gotta have JC Mannings one side, and then it should have a CC. One CC player. CC Mona.
Mm-hmm.
Or a base.
So basically you're saying that the CC Mona game should have been over the next side and the KC.
Either one of the side them, because based on all them would have draw it. Them would have come put the game. So if you want to go back to the draw, if you remember, who was the first team that got drawn first?
Me no remember. But listen. Alright, so me could look on the structure right now, all set up, right? So if you say CC versus Mona upon one side, right?
Yeah.
You should also have one of the seeded Manning Cup teams over on that side. So me could put JC versus Mannings on the same side. Over on the next side we have Manchester versus Stats on the next side, and we have KC versus Central on the next side. So you say in that sense it would have been balanced. In that sense, it would have been balanced.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
This is what you're gonna have in that. You're gonna have a second place team. Second place team. You're gonna have the Manchester Stars. You're gonna have the two second place teams over one side. Mona the top then group, right? No, Mona come second.
No, Mona second, yeah.
Two second place team over one side, two second place team over the next side, and the first place two city team and it's it. Alright. Me understand that in that aspect. Now, if the draw was done bad and wrong in a first initial stage, don't you think that they should have restructured it before the commission kick off?
I agree with that. And I mean, you see, initially when it dropped, I see a couple pages post it, I say, wait, this right? You know, I have a friend of mine and him talk, I say, no, this can't right. Because, you know, based on how I see it, it should have mixed better with the seeded Manning Cup team on one side and seeded B Cup team on the other side and mix it better that way.
Alright.
But I mean, them they go out the competition, ISSA themselves put out the same bracket. So, I mean, I totally agree with it. Them should have changed it after the fact.
They should make it remain. Because, you know, the initial draft, because when they look at it, say, boy, they must say, boy, a JC and KC are going to meet two teams that top them group upon for them side. But if, you know, just if Manchester did win, it would have been Manchester versus CC same way on one side. So you see the error.
Exactly.
So you have two seeded teams from one side that kick out each other, and the next two seeded teams from the next side. Now, maybe, just saying maybe, then structure the first draw.
Being that them are seeded teams, you know.
Yeah.
I expect that films, being that them are seeded teams, I expect the two top teams them would have beat up, you know, the little seeded team them. No offense. You understand what I say? I mean that way there. We
Alright.
be like a urban and a rural final.
Let me show you something now.
Balance.
Let me show you something now, no? You see, based off, you mentioned the structure a while ago. If CC beat Mona, the structure you mentioned a while ago, if CC beat Mona, CC that play JC, if Manchester beat Manchester beat Stats and Central beat KC,
yes.
listen now. If Manchester beat Stats and Central beat KC, you still have two country school advance to the semi-finals. To the finals. And then now but me I say either way, these schools have to go meet to play against each other. Each one of these schools have to go meet to go play each other. So there's no particular reason for you go change the structure now because they would have must meet somewhere.
Exactly. And I'm say I just wear them change it. And it's like them change it in the dark. Cause I mean, if you never come up with say, oh, we have to talk about this and discuss that. I mean, majority of us schoolboy football fans wouldn't know that. You know,
And that is problematic.
And see where they make the mistake and all them things. Because I say it ruined the integrity of the competition.
100%.
Another person might not understand why them do it. You know, because I mean, with the matchup, everybody was fine. All right, that's the matchup. With the okay with the matchup, them in the semi-final, no, you know.
Yes, everybody look forward to the people that look say, hey,
Exactly.
CC versus us, JC versus. We don't look forward to that already.
Yeah, and that would look like a good mix. Cause as we discuss all the time, stats look like a team of good at the CC problem, and we always want to see JC the KC rivalry.
All right, let me show you funny, right? So in the event, CC beat Mona, CC play JC beat JC. KC beat Central, KC beat Stats or Manchester and beat them. You still have a KC versus CC final. So you still, no matter how it's structured, these teams will play each other at some point in the competition. So why change it? That is weird. That is the reason I said ISSA. That's the reason I said ISSA. What about the integrity of the sport? Why change it right now?
Them should have changed it. And I mean, I'm surprised that them change, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. Because I figure if them should come out with a statement, them probably going to mention the same bracket thing.
No, but you don't think that the statement should. You don't think that the statement should come out before the.
Exactly. It should have come out before the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Before the whistle blew up in the first game, that statement should have come out. So at least the teams them have an idea. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It should have come out before the first game. Because even the organization is a need to kind of reach up. Because even when CC Mona play as a current raiser to a KC Central, I mean, me that figure that be the other way around.
Exactly. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. Really disappointed. You see, at the match, you did the match?
Mm-hmm. No, I never did the match.
You see, if you did the match, me can tell us, because the little, me don't know if them put a sportsman must probably add a little something to the atmosphere. But at the match, if I never see a little jump, me can tell us at the match. People start sleep.
Yeah, them trying to think Mona match. I feel Mona they actually need the time to. You understand, to prepare more for your CC as well. But me I tell you, man, the structure and them thing, and we should think about it and know, say, yo, CC, Mona, and that I go sell the ticket.
And that are the curtain raiser, and that people really come to see.
Yeah, that people come to see. And they make that play first. Although Central put up a fight cylinder, them play better than we expect. And then the worst thing now, Whisper, everybody come to see Whisper. And Whisper never play majority of the game.
Exactly. And who take a show? No, Richie take a whole show, whole day.
Yeah. But I know, it's just, more of them come out with a statement though. That's my thing. They want to come with a statement.
The statement should not come out before the publication.
That's true. But still, at least make it clear to us football fans and, make you know what is what.
You know what would be funny? If Stats beat JC, KC, and CC beat KC, and you have a Stats KC final, and Stats CC finals.
You still end up got them play again, right?
None of the favorites wouldn't play. None of the favorites of them are push out there, are push forward for the narrative, wouldn't play, and you'd have the same semi-finals was structure end up playing a finals.
I think it just come like say that them a push. You understand what I say?
Alright, me go highlight something. Me go highlight something else now. Me say me can highlight something else. So people want to understand by now. Me highlight some stuff for the people. Because me know. Let me see me can find it. Where's something me just post? I can highlight something to the people. Alright, so this year is the Ben Francis semi-finals. Ben Francis semi-finals playing down by sets. Ben Francis final playing down by sets. The Costa Cup finals playing down by sets. The Champions Cup finals playing at Sabina Park. Olivia Shield playing at the National Stadium. Champions Cup semi-finals are played at the National Stadium. I would think it would be the other way around. The finals are played at National Stadium, the semi-finals play at Sabina Park. Anyways, I made that.
Yeah, yeah.
The Manning Cup finals are being played at the National Stadium. The Manning Cup finals.
I think World Cup players stadium too.
Understood.
World Cup finals.
No. You have all of these teams. Garvey Massio, Glenmuir, York Castle, Dintil, Rossies, William Nib, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 teams traveling all the way down a Stats, my apologies, Stats. 8 teams are travel long journey, extremely long journey, all the way down a Stats to go play back-to-back matches. Now, in my perspective, wouldn't it be significantly easier if the matches were playing at a neutral location?
That's true. But, I mean, we don't want to get into certain things. Remember, say, ISSA president and state's principal, you know.
Okay. Understood. Now,
take a decent ground, you know, but
you know, well, you know, so
it'll be a neutral location.
you hear about what happened in the JC game, the JC Manning's game. The lighting was extremely poor.
Yeah.
People, hear people say that.
If a street light. Yeah, for real.
Me hear people say that.
That's gonna make for play on the lights for true. For real.
The lighting was extremely poor. As somebody sent me a video, I see it, and I say, no, I said that can't work. One place, one part of the pitch illuminated and the next don't. Eh?
Yeah. You know, play it a catching all, man.
Can't play it a catching all.
I mean, a longer distance, probably the team them travel kind of much Western team in the competition.
That is the case, play to Stadium East then. Why not?
D Cup,
D Cup finals. Why not? Are played on a Brooks if start the match early and play them at Brooks Park where the conditions now go so torrid because they got Manchester kind of cooler. You have a big venue.
But Brooks Park have light. So you have to understand knockout competition might go in a penalty shootout and
the same thing apply if you don't have stats.
That's true. I still lighting for man. Come and watch up on a video. The game, like some highlights and things. I might tell you
poor.
Some street light the way around one part, they might use to light up the field.
Listen, we have to discuss these things now. The reason we have to discuss these things, because as I said, what about the integrity of the sport? We must defend the integrity of the sport before anything else. Yeah, because if we as football fans, if we as sports fans want to enjoy sports in Jamaica, the integrity of the sports must be paramount. It must. That is how we're gonna get better quality. That is how we're gonna get better production. More money gonna come in because guess what? It looks better. The content is better. I do a vlog. I do analysis and sitting. If we don't continue to improve on my content, you think people are gonna tune in? No. I'm not gonna make the money.
True.
So if we don't invest in my content, it's not gonna make no sense. So I'm gonna do just waste my time. I'm gonna stuck one level. This definitely need better planning and organizing. 100%. You have Manning Cup finals that play at National Stadium. I understand that most of the Manning Cup schools them are town school them. But I am sure that the Dakar Cup teams them can play at a venue where it's easily accessible by just the general football fan. What the Mega says, I never know. First, I go down in Awadi. It's far for the traveling fans. Far. So imagine who I come from. So imagine who I come from. William Niban place there.
Real man.
Remember say Manning's in complain, you know. Manning's coach complain. Huh?
Yeah. And as much as a man is there, Westmoreland right there, so.
If far.
Right, so I tell us a good distance, man. If far, man.
You know why? Not all
People
schools
like
will
that,
have
where
the
I drive from.
not all schools have the money when they can book a motel and the youth them stay down there prior to the game. Not all them have to, some of the schools don't have to travel the same day go down there.
Yeah. I look how them do it too. Knowing say Mannings are come from so far, quote unquote. They make them play the last game.
You imagine what time they reach out for them place.
Oh God, man.
It's tough, man. It's tough. You have to structure better. Have to can work out something. But in the same sense, people, you know, people tell me say nothing to do a video on it. A lot of people said I should not do a video on it. Don't. These same issues. Whole people say don't do.
Only for thing. It's even me even reason some bridging them and say, oh, even the structure, the competition itself, you know, because you're gonna make the Ben Francis and the Walker Cup come like a quote unquote losers cup now. You have to lose to play it.
You were one. No, but remember that's the same thing. Remember the same thing with Europa League and Conference League. So, you want know if anyone who really follow up the Ben Francis and Walker Cup from the season start, even Ben Francis, you'd have realized that there are some really good team in the Ben Francis. Glenmuir,
yeah, definitely.
William, Dintil, York Castle, Garvin Massio, Edinal. Some good teams in the Ben Francis.
But at the same time, I lose. Glenmuir lose to drop them next.
Well, when that team win Europa League.
Based on the structure now.
Yeah, but when that team win jump out of Europa League, when
qualified Europa, some team qualified.
I agree. But in the same sense, the Champions League team them get a second opportunity.
Yeah.
So you know, say the Champions League team them are going to losers cup. All right, why look on Champions League? Right? Well, look on Europa League right now. I think AC Milan down there, Juventus, Arsenal, Barcelona, Fiorentina. Tell me now, you think that a losers cup?
No, I mean this year.
But these are the traditional teams. That is how difficult the competitions are getting. They're becoming extremely difficult. So the whole aspect of losers cup, look at Walker Cup, St. Catherine, well, them out there now. George is done the same way. It's not that simple as how people make it sound. All right.
Yeah, but I say no, but based on the history, the competition, can we protect that too, you know? You talk about when a man saying win the treble, you know, the triple. If you know, say a Walker Cup, Ben Francis, D Cup, Manning Cup, and the Olivier Shield, based on the history. I mean, champions of coming to, you understand, all Bermuda want to win the quadruple. You understand? I mean, you give everybody a chance to play for the competition. You know, sometimes I feel like them should make the World Cup like an in-knockout tournament. Like
one match knockout?
Yeah. From everybody in the competition can play it. You know, every Saturday, you don't know in a week you play a Manning Cup group game. Every Saturday now, you do one job before, you just play it. And you just play a team from in another group or whatever and just knockout.
Yeah, Mr. Yase. Yeah, man. Mr. Yase. But it's a knockout still now. That's one match knockout, you know. But I just say, next team, the top teams, you know, come down. The teams that were playing at the earlier stages, if they knock out each other, they might go play against the top teams that will come down to go play. But that's how it goes still. But anyway, Paul, we'll chat, you see me? Because I go close off now. I go tune into your World Cup.
Yeah, man, definitely.
All right, bless up, bro. People in the comment section, the whole reason why I'm doing this video, is I'm just questioning what about the integrity of the sport. If you're going to make a decision like this, put out a press briefing. Why did the structure change? What happened which caused it change? That is the aspect. That we want to know. We need to know. You can't just make an immediate change and don't expect any level of repercussion. Questions will be asked. Anyways, people, now tune out now. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. Smash a like on the video if you feel. This is just probably a rant. It's a rant. It's a rant. Somebody come in the line section and say, boy, ISSA do like how me do flip flop. Apartheid still, apartheid. When the maybe say me can catch his name. Must see him back sometime soon, man. He said me I do like what me I do FIFA. But apartheid still. Yeah, you have to remember say I'm a fan, you know. I'm not only a football dad, yeah. Not only an analyst, I'm also a fan. And a lot of analysts have them bias, a lot of fans, well, fans have them bias. Me talk to some KC fan and me can tell you 100% you can't tell you nothing about KC. Anyways, big up people, massive respect. Thank you very much for tuning in. Everyone who tuned in. Really appreciate it. Against Batcher go. Big up people. See you guys again. See you later for the previous shows for the game tomorrow. Big up. Make sure you stay tuned in for that one, people. I'll see you guys again. MG Sports people. We're out.